Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, also subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about 10 things to do in Mexico City. So make sure to watch the full video. In that time, I found it impossible to see and do everything I had hoped to. Still, you can enjoy a great deal within a short period, due to the close proximity of many major attractions in Mexico City. It's an intoxicating, passionate, and culturally rich place with a largely misunderstood reputation. Though stories of crime and violence have warded off some travelers, the people who go are quick to tell you that it is one of their favorite destinations in the world. Like any big city, chaos is available to those who seek it, but most tourist areas are relatively safe, attracting roughly 40,000 visitors each year. Unlike any big city, Mexico City has a personality that is enchanting beyond imagination. You must visit to understand the spell it gives. 1. The Zocalo. Not only is a visit to the historic Zocalo, or Central Plaza, a proper introduction to the city, but it will help you get your bearings and discover a plethora of nearby attractions and delights. Also known as the Plaza de la Constitution, it's home to the National Palace, the famous Metropolitan Cathedral, and several other historic federal buildings. By day, the square is host to public events and festivals. By night, concerts are often played and are sometimes free to attend. Stroll the Zocalo at sunset to watch the changing scenery as the lights come on over the city. 2. Ruins of Templo Mayor. Though unexpected, Templo Mayor became one of my favorite places to visit in the city. Preserved just behind the Zocalo, these ruins are what remains of the ancient Aztec city, Tenochtitlan. Faces of building as leaders changed over the centuries can be viewed, a unique feature not easily seen at many other pre-Hispanic archaeological sites. Original sculptures maintain some of their vibrant colors. The adjoining museum showcases the history with an array of artifacts and cultural information. Relics, such as a skull rack, have only been excavated in recent years, and new discoveries are continuing to be collected each year. 3. Museums, and more museums. With over 150 museums, Mexico City is a mecca for history buffs, art and culture enthusiasts, and anyone craving to learn a bit more about Mexico, the world, innovative concepts, and perhaps about themselves too. Though the list of phenomenal offerings is long, the National Museum of Anthropology is a top choice. With 2 massive floors of high-quality exhibits, you should plan to dedicate most of a day here. Museo Sumaya is one of the best things to do in Mexico City, home to a private collection of over 66,000 pieces of ancient and modern art. And the Museum of Memory and Tolerance is an interactive memorial and education center dedicated to highlighting the consequences of intolerance and indifference in the world. Exhibiting history from modern-day genocides, this is a heavy but highly impactful and moving stop. 4. Chapultepec Forest. The hustle and bustle of the city can get a little overwhelming at times. Fit in a trip to Chapultepec Forest, conveniently located to downtown and Condesa. One of the world's largest urban parks, it spans 450 acres and provides numerous enjoyment options, including botanical gardens, a lake with paddle boats, hiking trails, special events, and 3 of Mexico City's best museums, including the National Museum of Anthropology. To top it off, Chapultepec Castle rests atop of the hill where Aztec rulers once convened for respite. Here you can enjoy one of the best views of the city and take in the city's history as you wander the Villanueva Esplanade estate. 5. Palacio de Bellas Arts. Palacio de Bellas Arts takes the cake for stunning architecture. In springtime, the purple jacarandas bloom for an impressive sight. But any time of the year, Palacio de Bellas Arts provides a spectacular ambience at golden hour. Next to Park Alameda, couples tend to mingle here, basking in the romance. It also offers great entertainment with offerings of the Ballet Folklorico, world-class art exhibits, and other events. 6. Xochimilco. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Xochimilco is a southern barrio, offering one of the most quintessential experiences in the city. Xochimilco contains a large system of ancient canals that serves as a major agricultural center for the region. Visitors can ride on the traditional, but now touristy brightly colored boats or trajineras through the canals. It's either a peaceful, refreshing experience or a private party, depending on the crowd you bring. A boat fitting up to 20 people costs about $40 USD for 2 hours. Other excursions include night tours or an extended ride to the spooky Isle of Dolls. As with everywhere, respect the natural area as preservation of this historic site is under threat. 7. Sunday Lagunilla Flea Market. Hands down, my favorite place to shop in Mexico City. If you haven't already booked your travel, plan to be in the city on a Sunday so you can visit this epic antique and flea market. An historic establishment dating back to the pre-Hispanic era. It's one of the America's most important trading posts. Now, you'll find a wide range of worldly treasures, Mexican folk art, and oddities. While Lagunilla Market is a typical market present all days of the week, the flea market is reserved to one lot and only happens some days 9 to 12. 8. Coyoacán. While every colonia seems to offer some sort of charm, Coyoacán is one of the most striking in its historic and vibrant appeal. Visited by most tourists hoping to tour Frida Kahlo's home, Casa Azul, Coyoacán is an alluring day trip for art lovers and history buffs. The Frida Kahlo Museum is a very interesting stop, but is a bit pricey by Mexico's standards at $12 for general admission. Other intriguing stops nearby include the Museo Casa Leon Trotsky Museum, the Diego Rivera Museo Anahuacalli, and the Museo Nacional de las Culturas Populares. And yet, simply walking the streets of Coyoacán is rewarding enough with beautiful gardens and courtyards, quaint squares, brightly colored colonial homes, and mouth-watering food. 9. Roma Nord Condesa. I could write a lengthy travel guide on this trendy area alone, but it's better that you jump in and discover it all on your own. With an unbelievable collection of diverse restaurants and sidewalk cafes, excellent nightlife, boutique shops, and some of the most beautiful parks in the city, it's a bit of a paradise for foodies and dreamers, often cited for being a haven for hipsters. But it is actually diverse, with community events, shows, and festivals offering something for everyone. Spend a day or two here, maybe longer if you find you can't leave like me. Definitely stroll or take a run on Avenida Amsterdam, an old horse track turned into a gorgeous Art Deco residential street with a pedestrian loop through lush gardens. 10. Teotihuacan. If you're headed to Mexico City, you've most likely heard of this ancient Aztec civilization. Many travel guides refer to Teotihuacan as being a destination in Mexico City, but it is really an hour out of the city, easily done by public bus. People often question whether or not to visit many of the popular pre-Hispanic sites in Mexico due to increasing number of tourists. And while sharing the experience with a crowd of people can take away from the overall enjoyment, a visit to Teotihuacan is absolutely worth it. Try to visit early morning before the tour buses arrive. The largest temple, the Sun Pyramid, is the most well-known and can be climbed. Be sure to grab a map to explore the great variety of historical sites, and especially make sure you visit the Temple of the Feathered Serpent, my personal favorite. As with many other top tourist attractions, beware of souvenir sales tactics here. Almost free is not almost free, and $1 usually means $1 off. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.